Stardate 4285.3. We are going to visit a place called the cinema. Hey, what's this big building for? Oh, this is a movie theater. It's where you go to watch movies. It's been a major attraction in this area for a while. Sorry, guess this stuff ain't real common outside Calvard, huh? Have you ever seen an orbal film, Fairy? No, but I think I've heard the term once or twice. Don't really get the concept, though. How should we explain it? Ever seen recorded combat footage before? Of course, it's really useful for learning new tactics and reviewing squad movements. Well, imagine a bunch of pieces of footage put together that's all performed by actors. That's a movie. Then a movie theater's where you go to watch movies on really big screens. Oh, the city is amazing. Didn't realize there was a place here to see tests of strength and duels to the death. I mean, there are movies like that, yeah. We'll have to explain it more in depth later. Really want to see one now. Too bad, though. We still have work to do. Yeah, too bad. Hey, when we finish up today... Yeah, I get you. Hang on, why do I have to come too? Going to be a team, we've got to spend time together and get to know one another better. Plus, they happen to be selling some seasonal churros at the concessions area in the theater. Churros? What do you want, Renee?
How many times must I... Oh, I see your second part-timer has joined you. My name is Kincaid. I'm an analyst with the CID. If you're working for Van, I expect this won't be our last meeting.
Yes, I suppose so. It's nice to meet you. Barry? Look, I don't really want to play the blame game here. There's no denying that the Eisenchild changed course because the CID got in their way. You know that decision ended up costing them their lives, don't you? I do. Oh my gosh. I do. And in the moment, it was the correct decision to train our personnel, so I won't make any excuses. Still, the Eisenchild weren't strangers. I had unofficial connections with them as well. On a personal level, I deeply lament what happened to the Flame Eater. While words alone cannot make amends for what happened, there is one thing I can disclose. It would seem the group that defeated the Eisenchild were not mafiosos after all. Huh? Now that you mention it, that sadistic bastard mentioned something about an old haunt. I think it's safe to say the group you are referring to and its executive members were involved. While Almada's members all know how to fight, few are combat specialists. Ordinarily, they wouldn't have stood a chance against a capable company of Jaegers like the Eisenchild. This is simply a matter of fact. Oh, so what you're saying is Ouroboros is actually better than the Mafia because Ouroboros can handle every single Jaeger squad at the same time. You're right, I know. Yeah, that's been bothering me too. How do they do it then? Whomever was deployed to fight the Eisenchild must have been exceptional fighters. Well, thanks for the information, Renee. And again, I know this information hardly serves as recompense, but for now, this is all I can share. I appreciate you telling us. You told us absolutely nothing. Anyway, something tells me you didn't just call to apologize. Quite right. I'd like to discuss the work you've been doing for the guild. Oh? Keeping your ear to the ground, eh? Why am I not surprised? Let me guess. You're gonna dump some work on us too. As you know, we at CID do not see the guild as our enemy. Granted, our two organizations handle things differently, namely national security and confidentiality. Thus, there are those within our ranks that wish to use our recent partnership as a mean to besmirch the guild's reputation. Uh-oh. Real rich coming from the department that hires Jaegers for side gigs. That's politics for you. No matter how many get burned, there will always be those who wish to play with fire. However, the CID as a whole would not stand to benefit with a plan like that. Therefore, I have a proposal. What did I say? What I say. He reports a dangerous monster in the waterworks. It's an octo. Isn't that monster extermination request? Idios, take me now. It's as you've surmised. We will be sending you tasks just as the guild does. Feel free to handle them however you see fit, and we'll match the rate the guild is giving. No, you pay us more than the guild, okay? Guild rate plus our rate times 20%. That's our rate. At least sweeten the pot a little, you cheapskate. See, there you go, Van. There you go. I'm paying just enough to keep certain voices in the department quiet. With that, I bid you adieu. I'm looking forward to a fruitful business relationship with you all. That four-eyed sadist. It did sound like he's covering for us, at least. Got that impression, too. And that's how he gets you. Waterway under the Satan district, huh? That's the 2nd district, by the way, Fairy. Guessing you don't go there often, due to the higher than usual governmental presence. You know me too well. I'm in no hurry to head over there. It ain't much, but we can stick to that jerk for foisting work onto us willy-nilly. But we can stick it to that jerk. Gonna go eventually, though, and we'll head over to the Satan district once we finish everything else. Gee, you city people have really complicated lives. At least it means I get to fight a bunch of strong monsters. Leave the front line to me. I can take on any foe, big or small. Someone's raring to go. Save some of that fire for the monsters, kid. So we'll advance upon entering the Satan district. Did I visit all these shops already? I don't think so. It's split.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop. Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
Is that? Those are all reversed?
Thank you for your visit today. The showing on screen 1 will soon begin. If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Seems like it's reversed. Golden blood.
We have merchandise for the movie
Welcome
on
to
sale at the shop.
Esprit Cinema. If you're looking for purchase tickets, I'm more than happy to help you. Wait, you buy tickets first and then you watch the movie? I never would have guessed. They do that so you can reserve a seat and also know which auditorium your movie will be playing in. Pretty much like hopping on a train. Oh, this is your first time coming to a movie theater, miss? Interesting. I thought films were becoming more common in the Central East. Look at you, assuming where this little girl's from. She could be from anywhere.
Please proceed to the entrance.
Well, I grew up in a pretty remote place, so I haven't seen any movies before. I heard they like combat recordings. Oh, that's a unique comparison. Suppose that's true in a way. You can think of films as theatrical plays in recorded form. Regardless, we certainly have films that are popular with girls your age, as well as ones that are perfect for first-time moviegoers. Not sure what you'd like to watch? Please don't hesitate to ask me. I'd be more than happy to give you a recommendation.
Thank you for your visit today.
Awesome, thanks a bunch, ma'am.
The showing
Alright,
on
well,
screen
where's my
1 will
tickets?
soon begin.
Want to buy tickets?
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Golden blood. Sober curious.
We have merchandise for you to be on sale at the shop.
That sounds weird.
Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
I only got 3 rooms.
For your visit today.
This was more like a,
The showing on screen 2 will soon begin.
something else. Guess that's going to be an interesting dynamic for when I need to sneeze. Saw some words on this before. Unless I saw it. No. Definitely can't read those.
How about some popcorn, huh? Hey there. What'll it be?
Caramel corn. Ginger ale.
See ya.
I buy from you already? Definitely did not want to talk to you. That's great.
Hello. Thanks for shopping.
Did talk to you. The music shop, brothers.
What'll you have today?
What are you selling? Leafy hot pot. Pretty pricey. Think I'm gonna buy it though.
Thanks for coming. This tastes great.
That's how you know reflections are not right, because that's a reflection. Or if that's the reflection, the place behind us must be for giants. That's Jess. I want to see if I can get away with just doing one quest. Oh, that one's required. Sucks. Alright, let's do the blackmail. Might be interesting. Hello, you're Jess, aren't you? Sorry, but mind if you refresh my memory? With Arkwright Solutions. Put up a request asking for our help, yeah? That's what we're here to talk about. Care to fill us in on what's going on? Oh, you really came after all. I mean, not that I doubted you guys or anything, but still. Anyways, you guys should probably sit down. It's gonna take me a while to explain everything. So, to give you guys a brief introduction, as you know, my name's Jess. I'm a singer and a songwriter, if I can even really call myself that. I just started doing all of that pretty recently, so it's not like I'm famous or anything close to that. Wow, you can sing and write songs? That's so cool. I didn't know there were people who could do both. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but thanks. It's disrespect to, like, everybody out there. Actually, maybe it's just me, but I feel like I've seen you guys around my neighborhood before. I think I recognize you too. As a matter of fact, our office is located in Old Town, if that means anything to you. Oh, no kidding. That's where the three of us live. That's neat. Who else do you live with? I live with some friends I've known since we were kids. We all came up to Edith together in the countryside and decided to room together. One of them is this guy named Raymond. He works at the flower shop. The other is Raymond's older sister, Carol. She works at the boutique. Gotcha, good to know. Just to be clear, I promise not to go around talking to people about you guys or anything. This isn't exactly the sort of request I want Raymond and Carol to know about anyway, so it's really for the best. You wrote you wanted us to remove your information from somebody's notebook. Could you go into that a little more? Sure. Before I do, I need to ask. Have you guys ever heard of a guy named Giacomo before? Did you say Giacomo? You could say we know him, for better or for worse. Did Homchick Slice get a exclamation point? Because she don't know Giacomo, I don't think. Or does she? I don't remember. Oh great, that saves me the trouble of having to explain who he is. Basically, the notebook I wrote about is this one he keeps full of material to blackmail people. Yikes, I knew that notebook wasn't good news based on the title of your request, but that sounds super bad. Can't say I'm surprised he'd have such a thing, but it doesn't put him in any better of a light, that's for darn sure. How'd you find out you were in his little black book? Well, once I started to make a name for myself doing music, he ambushed me outside the concert hall one day. What he said really freaked me out. He told me that he knew my secret, and if I didn't want it getting out to the wrong guy, I'd have to help him with his work. I haven't seen Giacomo at all since then, but I want that information scrubbed out of his notebook before he has a chance to do anything with it. That's despicable. It's one thing to play dirty on the battlefield, but threatening a private citizen is just low. Wait, hold on a second. Man, weren't you talking about Giacomo just the other day? Yeah, and for a reason. Our client here might like to know Giacomo's dead. Can't go into the specific circumstances of what happened with someone like you, but I figured it's worth clearing up that much. Are you serious? I had no idea. Now I'm worried. If he's dead, what could have happened to the notebook? Ordinarily, something like that would be in the custody of the police. This is Giacomo we're talking about. He wouldn't let one of his tools of his trade fall into the hands of the police so easily. My bet is he kept it hidden. Odds are about 50-50 as to whether the cops managed to uncover it or not. Probably in our best interest to figure out where he stashed it and what's become of it. Sure, that makes sense to me. Even if the police might have it in their possession, I'd appreciate you guys going out and checking just to make sure. What do you say, Van? Are you gonna help him? Gonna help him. 'Cause suck a fool. Don't worry, we'll take the case. Our first stop should probably be Giacomo's two hideouts that we visited before. We should sift through them and see what we find. I'm sure the guy had other spots while he was alive, but with any luck, something will turn up and won't have to go through any more trouble. That makes sense. We already know where two of the hideouts are, so we might as well investigate them. Thank you for repeating exactly what I just said. Sounds good to me. I can't wait to see you guys do your thing. I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot about being a Spriggan. Once we come to some sort of conclusion, we'll be sure to contact you with whatever news we have. Until then, sit tight, we've got you covered. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for doing this. You don't know how much I appreciate it.
Commencing mission.
I'll know how much you appreciate it by how much you pay me. play some tic-tac-toe. Lining up the X's and O's. Tell Nina, let's go. Get that dough. Say no? If I said no, I'd have to go through all that dialogue all over again. We don't want that.
Is that?
What's up? Oh, it's Agnes. She must be working today. Those two must be the ones she told me about, but she didn't mention that the guy's a total cutie. Oh, I wish I had a fun part-time job like her.
Agnes has a job? Why is this the first time I'm hearing of it?
Besties tell each other everything, you know. What, you jealous?
I'm just concerned about my friend, that's all. So what kind of job is it?
I think she said they investigate stuff for people. And apparently they're helping her look for something while they work. That's all I know, honest.
You actually got told a lot.
That's so vague. Are you sure it's not shady?
I assure you, there's nothing to worry about.
There you are.
How can you be so certain? Do you know something we don't?
You could say that. She came to me about working, and because she performs her duties so admirably, I told her she's free to do what she wants on her days off. But enough about that. Let's finish our business and return to school.
I've said this in past Trails games, and I'm just gonna say it again. It's so silly. Oh, wait. I'll finish my thought and then I'll go on to the new thought. It's so silly to hide people's faces for characters that we know nothing about. Because, like, you could show me the face and I still wouldn't know who this character is. So, like, why bother hiding the face? But then I thought, didn't oh gosh, what's her name? The Angel of Slaughter. Enforcer number 16 or something like that, 14, 11, I don't know their numbers. What was her name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. She's a little kid, she wields a scythe, patter matter. Didn't she say that she was gonna go to school somewhere abroad? This could be her. I really hope not, but it could be her.
I bought some excellent tea for you both to try.
Doesn't sound like her, though. So, unlikely.
Nice! We've got to grab some scones to go with them.
Hold on! You didn't explain anything.
Additional attribute damage. I heard something from the room ahead of us. There's people inside. Several people. Maybe it's Almata? I hope not. I doubt it. Probably just exactly who we want to see here. Let's head in. Hello there, officers. How are you liking this spot? You come by here often? Hope you found what you're looking for. I'll be asking you that question. What's a punk like you doing in here? You brought a child along this time. There's a police investigation underway here. Civilians are not allowed on the premises. Oh, come on, don't be like that. I just stopped by on a job. Guess you guys are looking for something too, huh? If you already know, then why you're asking? Not like I'd tell you anything else either. Why don't you just go ahead and tell me what kind of job you're taking that brought you back here, of all places? Doesn't have to be a questioning, though. Though I don't mind taking you along to the station for an interview, voluntarily, of course. Hey, whoa, hold up there. I ain't trying to pick a fight. We got our own business around here. What do you say I scratch your back and help you look for whatever it is you're trying to find? Who knows, maybe an outsider's perspective will help things along better than you could, Inspector. And of course, we'll tell you about anything we find. No secrets here. I know we're asking for a lot, but please consider making an exception this time. Of course, we won't get in your way, Inspector. I can even go out and clean up the waterway monsters, so things are a little safer here. As in, you're going to fight them. Darn it, kid. Maybe let me handle this one. Anyway, please. You can trust me a little on this one. If supervision would make you feel better, you can always have someone watch us. You're shameless, thinking you can come in and just ask me to trust you, just like that. And yet the CID trusts you, if ever so slightly. I'd quite like to find out just what about you is worthy of that trust, assuming there's anything at all. Can we go in then? Yes, but if you so much as twitch in a suspicious way, I'll have cuffs on you before you even notice. Let us know if you find anything. Thank you so much, Inspector. Okay, excuse us then. You're so gullible, Daswani. So gullible. Taco joint poster. It's definitely the tacos. The flyer for the taco stand. Come to think of it, we met Giacomo right in front of that taco stand. You mentioned he was a regular there, usually on Wednesdays. He's missing out on the discounts on Tuesdays. Tacos. I could go for a taco right now. I wonder what I should get. There are menus on the back of the flyer, yeah? He tugged on the taco stand flyer. I can't get it off. It's stuck to the wall. And all I can lift is this corner. Oh, wait, hold on. Look, there's something written on the corner here. This is a code of some sort. You're right. Good one there, Farida. Now let me take a look. Alright. We'll just memorize that. I have no idea what this means. Yep, no clue either. This one's not going to be an easy one to decipher. You're going to need a key to decipher the code in the first place. Man, a taco flyer is a whack place to put a code on. Dude must have been real hardcore about his tacos to come up with something like this. He did go every week. Yeah. Isn't it nice to see you three having so much fun in our crime scene? Well, did you find anything? Remind you that tampering with evidence is a crime punishable by law, but you might just look nice behind bars in a prison suit. Hey, cool it there. We're just about to show you. Take a look for yourself. Giacomo left some sort of code on here. I do see that something's written, but are you sure it's a code? Sure? No. Not until I decipher it anyway. Alright, guess you're not just talk then. Hate to say it, but you did help in our investigation. Nice. If I get to earn a favor from the cops, then that's a win in my book. I found what I was looking for, so I'll be leaving now. Hold up. Don't think you can play me for a fool here. Got an idea as to what you're after. Let me ask this. What will you do with it once you find it? Got no idea what you're talking about, Inspector. Don't play coy with me. We're all well aware Giacomo had a thing for collecting information for blackmailing purposes. We've so far been unable to locate said information. It wasn't with any of his possessions. Didn't you say you weren't going to tell us any information? And look at you, just telling us all kinds of information. We could not even be looking for the black book, and you could just be pointing us to any of the places that we would go. Be like, oh, maybe we should look for this black book. It's a safe assumption on our part that he might have had such info hidden somewhere in the city. That code might very well lead us to at least part of that information once solved. I know what you're on about, so let's not play any games here, Spriggan. Sorry, but I can't go tattling on a client. Got a job to do here, and my own rules to stick by as a Spriggan. I have to put my client's wishes first and foremost. Whether it's in the best interest of the police or not, that's not really any of my business. Alright, but I'll be keeping an eye on you and making sure you don't use Giacomo's secrets for anything problematic. This police officer is not a very good police officer. You do, and I'll be more than happy to be one to throw you behind bars. I think that's as much justification as I need. Regardless, thank you for your assistance, Arkwright Solutions. I'll pray to the goddess that you continue being this cooperative with the police in the future. Yeah. Sorry for bothering you, and thanks. Thank you for your assistance too, Inspector. We didn't do anything for the police there. Okay, still not sure this code's gonna get us to wherever this blackmail book is, but we gotta keep at it. Nothing else really caught my eye in this hideout. I don't think we're gonna find anything else, even if we keep looking. Worst comes to worst, we can still check his other hideout, but it'd be real swell if we could figure things out here. We need a key to solve this, don't we? I didn't see any more hints. I don't know what to do. Maybe we're missing something, like in his hideout or something. There was his sofa, the liquor bottles, several containers, and there's the taco stand flyer where Fairy found the code. The taco stand flyer might be a lead worth looking into. He was real fond of that taco joint. Heck, the code itself was on the flyer. I don't think it's just a coincidence. That's not the kind of guy Giacomo was. He was very cautious. If it's a coincidence, that would be cautious. But if it's not a coincidence, if he put the code on the back of a taco stand flyer to point to the taco stand flyer, that's not cautious. You see how that works, Van? Let's go to the taco stand. Back to Riverside's, Riverside. Now let's just talk about this right outside the door where they could be listening. Suckers. Wrong button.
Taking off now.
Look at me thinking that's a mistake.
Riverside is a popular spot for tourists.
There are warehouses along the river, too. Take note of that, newbie.
Taco?
Riverside, popular, warehouses, and done.
Oh, good stuff right here. The very best.
Sup, Gordon? Need some
Take as
tacos.
long as you need.
Shrimp and bean taco? That's what you're selling? And it costs 280 monies? That's a lot for a taco. Remember, folks, I get paid 1,000 money per hour. This taco is almost a third of my hourly wages. If I got paid $15 an hour, this taco would be $5 approximately, plus tax. No, they don't charge tax in this game, but plus tax. This is ridiculous. Also, hey,
I'll be
manager
waiting
Ed.
for you.
So this is the taco stand from the flyer, right? Yeah, let's see if it's got a clue for this code. Wow, they all look really tasty. I can't decide what to buy. Hey there, girly. Menu's right here. Feel free to pick whatever catches your eye. Well, whatever. Might as well make an order while we're here. Wait, no freaking way. Oh, you're right. So that's what it means. Did you figure something out? I think the menu itself might be our key. You'll find the answer if you use the portion after the no. On the menu, I don't get it. Why not give it a try? Good chance as any. Really straightforward if you figure out the trick. Oh, I see. Okay then. I don't like that I'm the only one who hasn't figured it out anyway. I'll give it a shot. The menu is the key to decipher the code, then. What came after no was that. There are 9 items on the menu. Red hot chili taco, green onion taco. How come none of these tacos are something that I could buy? I want one of those tacos. You gonna offer me a shrimp and bean taco? Get out of here. Veggie salad taco, beef and garlic taco, cheesy taco, the fiery fish taco. Look at this. All these but the cheesy taco, these sound great. Zesty lemon chicken taco, pulled pork taco, and the shrimp and bean taco. Look at that. Other than 2 items on this, I would order everything. What's the solution? Oh my gosh. R4 H No, what are my options? Horizon? Okay, it's probably Horizon. Maybe I was right on that. Is there a taco that starts with G? Green onion taco. So 6. That would be O. Yeah, it's Horizon. So R being the first letter of the taco, 4 being the letter, the 4th letter of the taco name, and you just keep going down. We do S10. Be shrimp and bean. Does the and? I guess the and doesn't count. So the last one would be N. The first 2 letters are H and O. We got it. Imagine this guy changed his menu. That would be pretty rough. I got it. It's Horizon. Start at the first letter and go down each item a number of letters equal to the number and take that letter. You got it. Good job nailing it on the first try. Okay. Both the student and the teacher looked at the menu and they're like, I got it. Which means let's just assume that they did not take out the key that they needed or the code that they had and looked at it and started comparing it. They just looked at it. That's some anime stuff right there. They just know. They memorized it. They got that puzzle piece calculating brain where they could just look at things and automatically move things to where they need to go. Those are some good brains to have. Well done, Fairy. That was easy. But Horizon, huh? Next step is figuring out what that means. The obvious answer would be the horizon, but that may be taking things too literally. You can always just ask. Hey, mind if I ask a quick question? What's the first thing that comes to mind if I say the word horizon? Horizon. Oh, I know. Really? What is it? No big deal, really. But first thing to pop into my head was the apartment building across the river. S, called Horizon High. Well, I guess it's called Horizon High. The landlord stops by every now and then for some tacos. Hard to forget when they're always complaining about all the vacancies in the building. Got it, thanks for the hint. Giacomo might have heard the landlord complaining about all the vacancies. If he did, it makes sense he'd take advantage of the empty space to hide stuff. An idea. Wait, there's still some other stops that Giacomo could have used as hiding spots we haven't checked yet. Might be more efficient to check those spots first. Now let's go see this underground place in Station Street you mentioned. What? Wait, what? You just said when we were underneath the other place, oh, we don't need to check the other places because we have this code right here. And now you're like, after we get a possible place to go, you start saying, you know what? We actually have narrowed down where we want to go, but we don't want to go there. We want to check some other places. You sucker fools. Station Street.
Heading to the objective.
It's like Canadian prices. American prices have taxes too. I don't remember the hideout in this place.
Off we go.
Let's go to the depths and we can... Oh, would you look at that?
That hits.
Let's do a safety save.
Spot.
Here we are. This is one of Giacomo's old bases. Sure enough, it looks as though the police have already seized everything he left behind here. You never know. It's still possible they overlooked something. My thoughts exactly. Let's give this place a good comb over and see if we can find clues to wherever his blackmail notebook is. Wall brick. Have a floor scar. We have a candle stand. Not tall enough to get that, so we're gonna go for a wall brick. Just me, or does this brick look different? Yeah, it looks like it was made with a different kind of clay. Try poking around it just in case. And gave the brick and all those surrounding it a light knock. The one that looks different sounds different too. It was a lot lighter. I've read stories where bricks are used as switches. I wonder if that could be the case here. Only one way to find out. I don't think we can outright remove it, but we can at least shift it around a bit. Removing the brick, they discovered that letters were written upon its surface. Oh look, something's written on it. It says TE-203. Let's put it back how it was before we think on it. I think I got it. The other code was number, and if we put them together, it says note, like notebook. You're right. It doesn't necessarily mean that this leads to the notebook we're looking for, but they are connected. That's a good start. What? How? You get a code that says NO and like a /, and then a bunch of random stuff. And then you find a completely different code somewhere else that says TE-203, and you're saying they're connected? I need you to explain your logic. And I can't help but think that the 203 looks like a room number. Perhaps it could be referring to the Horizonheim room 203. Nice job. I was thinking the same thing. Let's head back to Riverside and see if we're right. Could have just dug through every single building, though. Why couldn't I know we had done that? Why couldn't I know we had done that? Buckle.
Oh, this place is so sweet.
Look how slow you are. Buckle. Hey, Mr. JRPG. Oh, this is Horizonheim. Eisenheim. Need to watch that movie again. The Illusionist with Edward Norton. After all our clues, I think room 203 is the most suspicious. Could we go inside? Was thinking about that, but I don't buy that the hiding spot's the building itself. It's too easy. Giacomo was the careful type, wouldn't have wanted people to see him coming in and out of the building. It must be outside. But then, what's the 203 about? I figure it's gotta be this, right? Oh, the mailbox. Interesting. The drop slot for 203 is covered by transparent tape. Yeah, probably because the room's not rented. However, the code suggests that inside our little post box, and tore the tape off room 203 mailbox and took out the contents. Knew it. Here it is. This is the notebook we've been searching for. A worn leather notebook. It certainly looks like it. Alright, who's gonna show up and make our lives miserable? Yeah, this thing's filled with personal info, photos, and newspaper clippings about all kinds of folk. No question, this is blackmail material Jess was Jess talked about. You know, I question this particular hiding spot because what if the landlord actually found a tenant? Then you just lost your notebook. If you're a super secret guy, you would place this in a place where, one, nobody would know to look, and two, nobody would accidentally stumble upon something because you were busy doing something else. Where's Jess's page? Here it is. Beneath a blue sky, as you and I sit, listening to my strings, it occurs to me that these everyday moments with you mean everything to me. From ever letting you know the truth of my feelings, I shall abstain. More than just friendship, locked away in my heart, they remain. Though they may overpower me, forever I shall be part of the flowery man that owns my heart. Is this a poem? No, these are lyrics. There's a comment taken from discarded notebook. These lyrics, though, they're nice and all, but what about this makes them blackmail material? There's a photo here, too. Photo shows Jess entering a business with a man's arm around his shoulder. His expression is guilty and full of shame. At a glance, it looks like he got suckered in by some shop's barker. Oh, really? All of this looks normal. What about this is blackmail? I'm not sure I'm right, but I may have an idea. Did you notice, Van? The song is talking about a man. Do you think that means? Yeah, we're thinking the same thing. Oh, come on, don't whisper to each other. I want to know what you're talking about. Gotta run this by the client first. We don't got any proof anyway. Let's meet up with him and have them look at the contents of this notebook. So there's only 6 units, and they start with 200. Or not usually, but sometimes when you have an apartment building, the first floor will be 100, the second floor will be 200, third floor 300, etc. This building has 4 floors and only 6 mailboxes, so you can take that how you will. I don't know. Soccer? Goofy.
Heading to the objective. Thanks for stopping by. This tastes great.
Other safety saves. It took some doing, but we managed to track down Giacomo's little black book. We found the information concerning you on this page here. Could you take a look at it and confirm this is what you want gone? Yes, this is it. This is the information about me that I absolutely don't want getting out at any cost. Is it alright if I tear out the page and photo and throw them away? Totally. Do whatever you want with them. They're yours now. Just proceeded to tear the notebook page and photograph into fine pieces. I think I'll rest a little easier knowing that stuff isn't out there anymore. Although, no offense, if I'm being completely honest, I wish you guys hadn't ended up finding out about my circumstances. As for who those lyrics were about, well, okay. I need to explain something to you, Jess. If you were blackmailed by somebody and they had this information that you wanted absolutely gone, you do not want to repeat that information at all. You just say, thank you, here's your money, I'm dipping. Never know who's listening. I think I have an idea of who it might be. I'll say this, there are plenty of people like you who live out in the open these days. You shouldn't feel like you have to keep that bottled up. Yeah, I know that. It's not like I would really mind if people in society knew who I was. That's not what I'm worried about. I'm more trying not to ruin what I have with my childhood friends, if that makes sense. So if you guys could still keep all of that to yourselves, I'd really, really appreciate it. Of course, it'd be bad for business if people thought they couldn't trust us with their personal details like that. Absolutely. We promise to we'll maintain the strictest confidentiality about your case. I don't really understand what you guys are talking about, but don't worry. We'll never tell anybody about you no matter what. Thank you. I'm sorry if it sounded like I don't trust you guys. I just needed that extra reassurance is all. Anyway, you guys can have the notebook back now. I'm not the only one in it, so I really shouldn't be the one to hold on to it. We shouldn't have given him... He could have swiped out something from the notebook while, he was doing all his flair and magic of ripping things up. I'll let you guys figure out how to dispose of it if that's okay. No problem. We're more than happy to handle that. I think that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for doing this. You don't know how relieved I am to have all of that behind me. I'll deposit the money into your account soon. Deal all later. Alright, now to take care of that notebook once and for all. What a scary thing that notebook is. Are you planning to use it for yourself, Van? No way. Considering how Giacomo must have sourced that info, keeping it would be asking for nothing but trouble. Turning it over to the cops. It'll be a good way to get them to owe us a favor, digging up something as valuable as this. Or you could keep it for yourself and literally everybody in the book would owe us a favor. Eh? Always give and take with you, Van, isn't it? From there, the party did exactly as Van suggested, submitting the book to the police station as key evidence in the murder case. They asked that it be delivered straight to Inspector Daswani, who would know exactly what to do with it.
All of a day's work.
We didn't even check the notebook to see what's in it. Daswani could be in that blackmail notebook.
Love to see it.
Mira deposit confirmed.
I did all that work for 2,500 Mira. Suckers. Max Ronson, you're in a 2-floor complex and you're in apartment 208. Live in an apartment building that starts with 134 on the ground floor. That's not necessarily like it doesn't have to start with 101 or 100 or something like that. I sneeze again. Don't do that.
Well,
Imagine how hard finding that book would have been if Giacomo didn't leave a trail of breadcrumbs for himself. It's a good point. A good point. Before I do that, grab this stuff. Oh, I got the sextuple kill. The septuple. Was 8 going to be octuple? Alright, let's save it, Mark.